All right, here we go. We are live in 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. All tied up. Fly tying school. Here we go. Got a tie of the week going on. It's 4th of July weekend. We're going to do our countdown to 6 o'clock. Make sure everything's streaming all right. Get everything, all the pieces connected. Get everything shared and put out there so everybody can tune in. Because more people, the better. I like having a good audience. So we'll slowly build that up. My changes have been saved, so I will be able to watch my own video. My mute button is pressed, and we'll see if we can't get a couple of people tuned in here. So in about 6 minutes, we'll get started. Big day today. It's the giveaway day. So have quite a few flies we're giving away. We're going to do our drawing after our first fly. Alright, so it looks like we got a couple of people jumping in. Heya, how are ya? Why don't you do me a favor right meow and hit that share button. Send it out there. Let's get some people watching tonight. It's a big weekend. It's 4th of July. For my American viewing audience, it is Independence Day. 4th of July. So I'll give you one clue as to what we might be tying tonight. It's going to be a little red, white, and blue action. And it's actually one of my favorite patterns. I teach this pattern every week when we're tying, when we're not out fishing, with Project Healing Waters. It's the first fly I learned how to tie. And I don't know, I think you would be remiss if you did not have a woolly bugger in your box at the ready. Because you can tie a woolly bugger in many sizes, many shapes. You know, kind of going back to that chocolate chip cookie analogy, you know, there's millions and millions and millions of infinite number of possibilities for your chocolate chip cookies, but, you know, fundamentally, chocolate chip cookie is a chocolate chip cookie when you get down to the brass tacks on it. So, let's see, who do we have here? We have Jimmy in the house. Good evening, welcome, welcome, welcome. So, let's see here. You know, your standard woolly bugger is just going to be a marabou tail with a chenille body and some hackle. Palmered full length of the body. And tonight, I think I am going to do some cone-headed woolly buggers to really get them down into the water pretty quickly, because the sink rate on just a straight up woolly bugger isn't that quick. So looking forward, we're talking about the giveaway. Here's a little teaser while we're still working on it. Working on the time. Getting everything situated. Alright, starting from left to right, you get a peacock stimulator. You're going to end up with 2 mocha parachutes, You get the golden half-inch worm, a golden stone fly. That's a post-fly box, but that's the one we tied here. We have the CFR Casting for Recover Sandy's Beetle. We got ourselves a SpongeBob foam popper. We got the big blue. Well, that's about a small blue compared to the big ones, but it's just your basic blue streamer with the synthetic hair. The pinked out rubber monkey butt. Then we started the A to Z series, and you're going to get the apple green, the cardinal, and the dancing caddis. And somewhere in the mix I talked about it, and there is the bear hook fly with just a little, I don't know, 5 or 6 wraps of lead wire. And we will toss in the first fly from today's series. So we got Brian here. He can only stay for a short time. Well, good news is you need not be present to win the drawing, and I do remember writing your name down. So that is it. All the drawings, all the entries for the drawing are in the box, in the giveaway box. It's pretty full. Pretty darn full. We'll draw it out of my special VFW hat. So, alright, well, let's go ahead and prepare to start our tie of the week. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We got 6 o'clock. Turn on some lights. We'll move the graphics out of the way. We'll rotate the vise into play here. So yeah, I posted a picture earlier. I'm gonna use let's start on a size 2, I believe. Yeah, we'll start with the size 2. So this one for the giveaway. Size 2, must add 3366. One of my favorite hooks. One of my favorite hooks. I am using a tungsten bead, medium. This is a nickel black. So let's see here. Let's build this up. It's going to be kind of a short, squatty body, but that's alright, because that's a pretty lengthy bead head on there. So it is 1800 hours. Welcome, Rob. Welcome. So we're doing woolly buggers tonight, and I got all sorts of red, white, and blue colors out. Let's go ahead. We're going to start with blue thread. A little Ultra 70. Not the thickest of threads, but it will definitely work for us. I'll get this down a little bit. There we go. Hopefully that'll be a little better view for you. So blue thread, once that's cast on, let's go ahead and take this to the bend. Between the tip of the hook and the tip of the barb. Let's do red tail. Let's grab ourselves a nice, beautiful red, good old marabou. There we go. Sometimes the strung stuff is pretty thick, and I'm going to go ahead and use the whole. I like using the whole feather, but we're going to measure this out proportionate, 1 hook's length or thereabouts. Secure that tail in. I'm going to bring my thread forward to right behind the bead. I'm going to palmer on the remainder and use up that feather. A, I paid for it. B, I want to use it. And actually, what I'm doing there is I'm building up the thickness of the body there. So let's see here. It says we got 5 watching. Who do we got out there? Let me get a shout out. Let me give you a 4th of July shout out. Let me hear you. 4th of July shout out. Let me know what you're doing 4th of July. What's your big plans? Independence Day 2017. I will be marching in a parade. Well, I'll be walking in a parade with my Elks Club. Passing out candies and such. And then we are off to the big fireworks show here in town. I hate fireworks. I think fireworks are absolutely awesome when I know they're going to go off. When I don't know they're going off necessarily, it scares the crap out of me. I'm one of those PTSD veterans that I could live without the fireworks the week before and the week after. Alright, white chenille. Let's go ahead and do it. Before I do my chenille, speaking of fireworks, let's add a little bit of fireworks. Rob is celebrating the original Brexit. That's right. I remember a while back, where the royal baby was all the talk, and I just kept thinking to myself, I thought we won a war, so we didn't have to talk about that royal baby anymore. But whatever, we got some good British allies. So we're gonna throw on some of this crystal, some silver crystal flash. We're gonna fold it over a couple of times. I think that'll work. Let's see. Brian thought you and PJ were out fishing. Well, unfortunately, PJ and I were a long ways away from each other. It'd be a long drive out to Pennsylvania, where he's from, and me being here in Minnesota. So I got this length cut, and I want to fold it back, so I'm just kind of eyeballing how far I'd have to take my thread forward. Because again, I'm not afraid to build up a little bit of bulk in the woolly bugger body. Here we go, and the rockets red glare, and quit wishing and start fishing. That's from my Chicago Fly Fishing Outfitters shop. That's from their bumper sticker. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and put on our white chenille body. Strip some of that junk off. We'll go ahead and tie that in. Once our chenille is tied in, I think on this one, I'm going to do a reverse hackle. So in that case, I'm going to tie in some wire. I'll park my thread up front. We're just going to do a regular forward touching ramps. Nice and even. This is going to be a fun little firecracker. Little firecracker, 4th of July. Happy Independence Day, woolly bugger. Bead-headed woolly bugger. So what do you guys think of the bead-headed olive hidden bend pheasant tail nymph? I couldn't think of anything else to call it other than what it was. I wasn't going to sit there and try to come up with a fancy name for it. Alright, we'll terminate our chenille. Couple tight wraps and trim this off. Awesome. You know, these bobbins, Rob is getting, I put him in contact with the gentleman that made my my bobbins and all my other hand tools. And get this, I'm always misplacing it. This is why I need something a little more legit. But my dubbing brush, my little popsicle stick with the Velcro on it, wherever that drifted off to, I don't know where that went. But anyways, I told him, you know, I said, I got all these nice, fancy, you know, wooden tools made by you, and in my box, little toolbox, I'm stinking it up with this popsicle stick. Oh, don't blame me on that bank account. Don't blame me. It's all about self-preservation. Alright, so a beautiful dark blue. I mean, this is gonna pop so much, and I'm going big on this. This is a size 2 hook, so why not? We'll live it up. We'll live it up. Big ol' honkin' woolly bugger. This is gonna be a buggy bugger. Trim that off and give it the old high and tight. Snip, snip. I tell you what, Rob, you got to be frugal. You got to be frugal. One of the best things that ever happened to me was joining my local fly fishing club. I found that, you know, once you really get to know people, it's generosity and kindness. I mean, everybody wants to see everybody else, at least in my area, succeed. And, you know, whether it's giving me stuff or selling me, you know, stuff that you're just not using anymore. It's all about the kindness. All right. So here we go. Let's everybody take a second and check your watches, because you know what time it is? Who knows what time it is? Oh, it's hackle time. We'll take our hackle pliers, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to palmer this on from the front to rear. And then I'm going to secure it down with the silver wire. Holy smoke. So this is America right here, baby. This is what I'm talking about. I think this is going to be a heck of a bugger here. Nice even wraps. And I've said this before on a couple other streams before. Looking for a pointer here. When I started wrapping the tip of this feather, I more or less I have it aligned there. And with each wrap, it gets shorter and shorter, and I keep my hackle pliers lined up with where I want this to terminate. And that will more or less give me to self-determine the spacing on that. So with any luck, we won't break off. I want to go with one more wrap. I just have to adjust. Oh, this is dangerous, folks. That was intense. Work it around that tip. And we'll do one last wrap because we can. Whew. Oi. Oi, Josh. Oi, Josh. Yeah, autocorrect is not my friend. It gets me in trouble. Alright, we'll take our wire. And I'm going to do one full wrap. Nice tight wrap with that silver wire. I'm going to carefully release the hackle pliers. Alright, now I'm going to work. It's interesting how this works out, because all my wraps are forward, but since they're alternating, it's essentially counter wraps, if that makes any or no sense. And trying not to trap too many of these fibers, especially up front. There we go. We'll take this right behind that bead, that cone head. Excellent. And we'll secure the wire down. Came down to the wire. There we go. I think that's fantastic. What do you guys think? I know everybody's got to be on the edge of their seats waiting for the big give a way. 1, 2, 3. Boy, that's a fantastic woolly bugger. Cone-headed woolly bugger, sparkle flash a bugger. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Let's take the little brush. We can brush that all out. Oh, that's going to have a lot of beautiful action in that water. That is fantastico. Yeah, the wire trick is just one way to tie it. When I teach out at the VA, it's people's very first time. So I don't do the wire. I just have them tie in the hackle by the stem in the rear, and we palmer it from the rear to the front, and that's it. But the wire gives it a little bit of extra weight, a little bit of added security. Your woolly bugger will last a little bit longer. So there it is. That's the woolly bugger. So that one, we'll take this one hot off the vise. And we're going to add that right there. So week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. 12 weeks worth of tie of the week flies. So, all right, let's go ahead and do this drawing. Let's get the drawing done. I know. I should make everybody wait to the very, very end. But I can do what I want. It's my giveaway. We'll throw our graphic up there. We'll swing the vise out of the way. All right, let's see. How do we want to do this? Who is ready? Who is ready for a giveaway? Maybe I'll just move this out of here completely. I don't necessarily need the camera tight in or anything like that. Let's go ahead and get our drawing hat. Now, this is a old VFW ritual hat. So we got nothing on the inside. I'll be able to work around the material. And I'll drop the camera down a little bit. It's a one-man show here, folks, so here we go. Alright, so I counted them all up. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 from today. And another 46 others. Get the big cards out. So, in the bucket, we have 42 of them, or 50. 50 tickets. So your ticket has a 1 in 50 chance. Now, how many times you commented? So you might potentially have up to 12 entries in here. So, let's see, who's ready? Should I draw yet? Or should I just kind of keep floating it all around? Alright, I'm just going to draw. Left-handed. You're going to have to trust my honor and integrity. Because I'm not looking. I'm just feeling around. And here it is. There is the winner. And who is the winner? And when did the winner draw? When was the winner's comment? Oh, I can see whose name it is already. Donna Lardy. Congratulations. You are the winner of the 12-week Tie of the Week giveaway. Congratulations. I already know your contact information, so hopefully this will lift your spirits. I know things have been kind of tough for you lately. You know, pain is never anything anybody wants to deal with, but hey, there's always fishing, right? I got a little mosquito. How does a mosquito get into my basement? Eek. So congratulations, Donna. I will get these to you next time I see you. So congratulations. And I'm going to do a winner, not a winner. So this will be, I'm going to have a second and a third place. Why not? Second place and third place will both get, I don't know, some stickers from my trip in Montana. So when I'm out in Montana, I'll think of you while I'm out and about, and while I'm out at some of the fly shops, I'll see about picking you up some extra stickers, and before I leave Montana, I'll mail them out. So this will be a second and third place. And Donna, you can't win twice. All right, here we go. Second place. we got Jimmy. Congratulations, Jimmy. I'm going to send you some stickers from the fly shops out in Montana. And we'll do a third place. Just because you guys are awesome. And Pigeon Fly Tying. Congratulations. You guys are going to get some stickers. So, Jimmy, send me your information via private message. You can do it here on YouTube or Facebook or whatever. Yeah, and I'm going to send you and PJ from Pigeon Fly Tying some stickers from Montana. Donna, I'll bring you a souvenir home from Montana and hook you up with your flies. So that was my big first giveaway. You know, I'm not too big into, you know, oh, like, comment, share, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. Leave a comment. We'll leave it at that. So let's go ahead and tie up another. Let's do another one of those red, white, and blue buggers. How about it? How about it? Lights, camera in action. Let's get the vise back in. Because I want to... I'm going to fish this woolly bugger on Wednesday. When I go out to... Project Healing Waters. I'll get that back into view. You know, I gotta survey the area. You gotta test the waters. I kind of work the area above where we take the vets out fishing. Here we go. And I think on this one, I'm gonna add a little bit of added extra weight. This is 0.020 lead wire. So I'm just going to take some wraps of lead wire, build this up a little bit. Wait a minute. I got to get myself in the mentality of remembering to do my lead wire. It works better if you do your lead wire is counter wraps backwards. That way your thread kind of works out in your favor. This is going to be a heavy bugger. So next week will be my last tie of the week here from home. And the week after that, we will be doing a live stream from Montana. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Where it's going to be exactly, I don't know. It might be at the lodge. It might be at a local fly shop. So stay tuned. See how that thread just kind of mellowed right in there? That was pretty awesome. I'll come in a little bit tighter on that. Here we go. So we'll take our thread. We're going to take this all the way back to the bend. And we're going to do another red marabou tail, because I want this one to be identical. Identical to the one from the giveaway. Because I'm going to fish this one on Wednesday. Doing 1 hook's length on that tail. Just a standard proportion. That's, you know, there really are no rules to fly tying, just guidelines. And it's a good one to follow, is your proportions. It really makes everything appealing to the, if it looks good to the fly tyer, it's got to at least look halfway decent towards the fish. So, and if you look at it and you're like, oh my god, that's jacked up, well, I don't know, fish might hit it, it might not. But there's reasons why I tell you to keep things proportionate, son. So, Independence Day 2017. Who thought we would make it this far? It was supposed to be December 2012. It was supposed to be Y2K. Who knows? Who knows? That's why we just live it up and spend time on the river. Or lakes. Alright, we'll throw a little bit of crystal flash. Fold that over a few times. This crystal flash really wasn't stored quite properly, and it's just this big matted down do-rag. I don't know. It's all dreaded out. Alright, let's get this crystal in. Alright, let's check and see where we want our turnaround to be. Right about there. So we'll take this up. We can lay this down. Fold it over on the other side. And just like that. No cutting necessary except those initial cuts and trims. Let's see here. What did I do next? I did copper wire or silver wire. We'll get our silver wire. Where did I put my silver wire? That's a good question. All right, here we go. This is a small silver wire, and I got my little wire holder. Just basic plastic bead, a little bit of elastic. We'll get this tied in. I think last time I did the chenille first, but it'll be all right. Here's the chenille. So, good old chenille. Comes in different shapes, different sizes. When I got this stuff, it was all in a big ball mess with all the other colors, and just took some cardboard, made my own little cardboard holder keeper thing on her. Technical terms, you know. Here we go. Alright, take our thread, run that forward. We'll do nice close touching wraps. I love the woolly bugger. It's if I were somebody to, you know, on all those things, you know, if you could fish one fly for the rest of your life, what would it be? For me, it'd probably be the woolly bugger. A close second would be the clouser. And that's assuming you can do the variations thereof. you know, different colors and whatnot. Because like I said, there's an infinite number of possibilities with the woolly bugger. You could really go any direction with it. All right, Rob. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy that BBQ, my friend. Happy 4th. Please be safe out there. Watch out for your fellow celebrators. All right. I'm going to go with this big blue hackle again. I love this blue. This blue is just so, I don't know if you call it an indigo or a bright blue or Pikachu. I don't know. Here we go. Give it the old high and tight. It's a nice buggy hackle. I like it. Nice and buggy. Gnarly. It's a gnarly hackle. Okay, I'm going to push that stem right into that bead and capture that stem. All right. Here we go, guys. What time is it? What time is it? So what's the time? It is hackle time. Alright, we'll start this off up front. It's a nice big long hackle feather. That's for sure. Make sure we get one full rotation for that collar. And now as I work this backwards, I'm keeping my hackle pliers more or less aligned with the bend of the hook where I want to terminate. And that kind of gave me that initial idea of spacing. That one's just a little bit off. There we go. Probably could take that all in a little bit tighter. And I'm going to do that. Why? Because I can, you see. I'm just going to bring these wraps in just a little bit tighter. Because if you're going to take the time to do something, you might as well do it right, right? There we go. Yeah, boy. All right, we'll do our forward counter wraps with the silver wire. I'm going to do a couple of full wraps at the rear, lock in the hackle, and this will be a nice open spiral forward counter wrap, locking all that in. I'm really hoping this mosquito does not try to get me. Eek. Come on, there we go. Alright, we'll secure our ribbing. Trim off the wire. Ooh, that's nice. And we'll give it the old 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And trim off the tail. Here we go. It looks even better in real life, folks. The camera does not do it any justice. I don't have any of those fancy trick cameras that make everything look like $1,000,000. It has to stand on its own legs, on its own hackle. So, alright, that is it. Any questions? So next week we'll be here one last week. And then it's off to Montana. We'll try. There's no guarantees. You know, I gotta make sure I have Wi-Fi out there, or at least 4G or whatever. I think it's 4G, 5G. So, wishing everybody a safe and happy Independence Day. Happy belated Canada Day out there to our neighbors from the north. It's just a time to kick back, reflect, relax. Our country is headed in, I don't know, I'll just call it a direction. And, I don't know. I think if we all join together and put aside our differences and accept everybody else's differences, I believe that, we can all get along. Fly fishermen, bait casters alike. There's a road in the middle. Catch and release or fill your basket. There's always middle ground. Okay, so to recap, we got Donna is the big winner for the 12 flies, or the 12 weeks of flies. And I'm getting Jimmy and PJ some stickers from my trip in Montana. And shoot me your contact information, and I'll get something together. I'll bring a small little box with me out there and fill it up with a couple of stickers. Bring a big old envelope out there. Alright, gang. Thanks for tuning in. Happy July. Happy tying. And with this little firecracker of a woolly bugger. Ha ha ha. Let's see if we can do this. Tight lines.